Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I am back to film a plan with me. This is going to be for the last week of February, going into March. And so I used this Paper Bow Prints advent calendar kit. It was from 2019, her most recent advent calendar. And so it was just a mini kit format. And so, I kind of had to get a little bit creative just because it didn't come with any quarter boxes. Just kind of less stickers than I usually use, just because I usually do use her, full kit format when I buy from her. But it was still turned out absolutely beautiful. But it was just a little bit more white space this week. And then I did have to pull in some glitter headers. These are from an old kit from Cactus Paper Co. But I thought the purple matched really nicely. And then I also pulled in date numbers from 472 in Maine, just to add a little bit of foil to the top. And I always like pulling in foiled date numbers, even if I'm not doing foil in the rest of the spread, just because I think that they, depending on the kit that you're using, can kind of add a little bit of lightness to the kit. Whereas sometimes like the harsh black date numbers can look a little bit hard, So, anywho, I am just laying down everything for my sidebar, laying down the basis for this kit. This week was a pretty lazy week. Over the weekend, we did tour some wedding venues, and we made up our mind, not this weekend, but, by this point that I'm filming the voiceover, we've, picked our wedding venue, and so it's just very exciting, and especially because, I don't know, I think it's just kind of stressful to plan out a wedding. It's fun too, but part of the stressful part was just trying to figure out where to have our wedding, because my fiance's family is from one place and then my family is from a different place, and so it's like, do you do it, or do you pick a venue that's in one place and make the other half of the family travel, or do you put it in the middle? Do you put it somewhere just totally different? Do you put it where we live, because we don't live where either of our families live, for the most part. And so it's just kind of that part of it that just kind of stressed me out. So just having a decision and like picking a date and everything, I'm just glad we came to the decision, figured it all out. And yeah, now we can move forward with like the fun part of, all the details, which is expensive and stressful, but it's a lot of fun too. So so that was kind of like the big highlight of this week. And I did write that down normally I track what book I'm reading, but I've been a little behind on my reading, just because with the readathon that I did, I was so far ahead that I was like, oh, I can just, kind of do whatever. And then I'm like, oh, well, now I'm a little behind on my books, just because I, thought, oh, I can take a week off. Oh, I can take another week off. That's okay. So anyways, I just used that box to mark kind of like the highlight of the week, so to speak. So then on Monday, I started off just by filming that paperclip sticker. I'm not sure. I think it came in a sampler, so I'm not sure what shop that's from. But I just used that to mark down filming. And then I did go to work. So throughout the week, I'm going to use these Paper Bow Prints stethoscope stickers to mark down work, layered over the flags from the kit. And then after work, I called my bank, just because I was trying to figure out some details on my car loan. And so I was just kind of straightening some things out. Then after I did that, we had been listening to an audiobook. So I guess I technically finished a book this week, but I think I had it marked down for last week. But we had just finished reading. We read The Kiss Quotient, and then the sequel to that was The Bride Test. Highly recommend. They were just fun, kind of different romance novels, but no, I really liked them. They were good. And that was one that my fiance and I were listening to together. And so then that audiobook sticker is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. And then at the end of the night, we were just playing Stardew Valley, which has been, kind of our game that we like to play together. And then that Laptop Girl is from Lily Henry, but she's no longer open, I believe. So then moving on to Tuesday, I started off by just working on some videos, some editing, uploading, that kind of thing. That laptop is from Piper Paper Company. And then I did some laundry as well, because I believe this was my day off. So just kind of getting some stuff done around the house. And then that little underwear sticker for marking laundry was from River Street Stickers. And then I kind of didn't love the spacing of it. Just, I would have liked to have had like a quarter box there. So I kind of adjusted the spacing a little bit, but yeah, it just would have been nice to have a little bit more definition between the two icons because they were so wide, but especially after I put like the arrow with the laptop and then the underwear was just really wide to begin with. I felt like they were just a little close together. And then I emailed Amazon. So I had gotten some orders. I was planning on making, sorry for the dog in the background, he's just very loud. But we were, I had ordered some ramekins for creme brulee, and one of them arrived broken, so I had to email Amazon. So I had pulled that oven sticker originally for something else, but I figured it still worked for emailing Amazon. And then we had our French date night, French themed date night, which is something we've just been doing, just different themed date nights, and especially now since we, are staying home and, self-quarantining or social distancing, whatever you want to call it. We have plenty of those planned in our future, I'm sure. But then that creme brulee sticker is from, I can never think of this shop's name. It is from Hazel Sticker. And then that just was kind of marking, that was one of the things we did on our date is I made homemade creme brulee, and it was a lot of work, but it was really delicious. But I think it would be cheaper for me to just go get creme brulee from a restaurant, to be perfectly honest. And then that laptop sticker for the end of the day is from, I think that's from the Hummingbird Planner. So then moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was Ash Wednesday. So I put in just like a little alarm clock to mark that down because I didn't have an icon that really made sense necessarily or was super specific for it. And then we had to get my dog a dog license because she, apparently you have to do that, by March every year. And so I used this dog leash sticker from Paper Bow Prints to mark down, that we dropped off the paperwork, and it was a very simple process. Then I went to work, so again, I marked it the same way as Monday. And then afterwards I had to go to the library to pick up like a movie I had on hold. And then I went to church. And then that church sticker is from the Sticker Genie. And then at the end of the night when I got home, I just kind of had a lazy day and read. And so that book is from Jalen Paper Co. So then moving on to Thursday. The Man music video was released by Taylor Swift. And so I watched that multiple times today, or that day. And I just wanted to mark that down with a music note from the Hummingbird Planner. And then afterwards I did some bill paying and I did the dishes. So that credit card is from Jalen Paper Co. And then the dishes sticker, I believe, is from Nicole Hutch Designs. Then I watched Sharp Objects, which was like an HBO adaptation of a book that I had read a couple years ago, or maybe even just last year. And I really enjoyed it. It's a very odd story, or like, it's kind of twisty, but very much enjoyed it. And I think that television sticker is it's from an old kid. I can't remember what shop that's from though. Then afterwards, I did call my grandma, so I just used a phone from Jalen Paper Co. and then went to work. So then on to Friday, I started off with work, and then I went to the gym afterwards, so I used a Piper Paper Company shoe sticker to mark that down. And then I continued watching Sharp Objects because I believe it was due on Monday to the library. I had renewed it, and then I would think it was like out of renewals because I'd had it for a couple of weeks before I actually started watching it. And it wasn't very long, like 8 episodes maybe, but it was just a matter of like sitting down and actually doing it. So that television sticker, I believe, is a leftover from Chloe Collectives, or I guess her new name is Cactus Paper Company. Then while I was working on, or while I was watching the show, I was editing, and my haul video just ended up being super long. Then I realized like later that I had put in clips from a haul I had already filmed and like edited and uploaded, and so that was the reason why it was really long, but it still ended up being a really long haul anyways. But it was like an hour and a half, and then after I figured out that I had those extra clips, then it ended up being more like an hour. But it ended up just like not uploading because it was so long. And that little film clapper is from 472 in Maine. Then I just like chatted with my sister, and so I used that telephone sticker from Planneresque, and I do have a coupon code for Planneresque down below. And then my fiance came home because he had been at choir and doing other things with his friends and whatnot, and so then that house sticker is from Paper Boat Prints as well. So then on to Saturday, that like location icon is from Sunset Sticker Co., but she is not open, I don't believe, right now. Just to mark down that we drove over to his family's house to drop off our dog, and then we headed off to see some of these venues. So I used a Paper Boat Prints like bow icon to mark down like one of the venues we went to. Then I used a meal icon from Libby & Co. to mark down where we had lunch, and this place had the best pie, I think. Oh, it was so good. And then we went, just kind of like walked around. The place, or like the town that we were looking at, had like it's like right on the river, or lake. I think they call it a lake, but it looks like it's part of the river. And so it was just kind of nice to kind of walk around, to go down by the water, even though it was snowy and cold. But that shoe sticker is from the Hummingbird Planner. Then our second venue that we toured was a winery, so we ended up using a like wine glass sticker from Paper Boat Prints. And then after we got home to his parents' house, we just were doing some numbers crunching to see if, kind of what it would look like to do one venue or another. And then that calculator sticker is a mini doodle from Paper Boat Prints. So then the next day we had another winery that we were visiting. So I used a wine glass from the Hummingbird Planner. And then we had lunch at like a little like Mexican burrito place. And so that meal icon is a leftover from Paper Boat Prints. Then we had just kind of a lazy afternoon. I honestly couldn't tell you what we did. And then that is from Exo Mama Plans, I believe, is the lazy afternoon sticker. Then we drove home, and we brought back his parents' dog, who is currently making all the noise beside me, just because they were moving in a couple of weeks, and so we were babysitting. So the car sticker is from the Sticker Genie, and then the paw print is from Planner Kate, and then we just had a movie night, so that movie night sticker is from Planneresque. Thanks for watching.